Hey guys, I feel like it's time to sort of recalibrate the resonance of this group. When I started it, however many years ago, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, my intention was just to open a space where empaths could speak. And I have been in the process of learning about myself through this entire experience. And I haven't been super involved in the group. It was just opening a space, and I share sometimes, I connect sometimes, but I mainly just wanted to open space. But lately, I've been really feeling like I want to fine tune all the resonance of anywhere that I am online, because in the new paradigm, as we're shifting to abundance, we have to shift into full mastery of the whole story, which means we have to take full responsibility for our lives and our power and what we're creating and what we're manifesting. And if we're all going to agree that we are creating the abundance paradigm, which is the win-win-win, then that means we're agreeing to a resonance of fellowship, not war. And it can often feel like war because our ways of surviving was from a war paradigm. And for empaths in particular, we have survived through codependent relationships. And that helped us survive. And we needed it because we are deep feelers and we are deep tantra workers. So we are the energy of giving and receiving. But when we don't believe in ourselves and we don't have our power and we still feel victimized, we unconsciously create and fuel and facilitate that old paradigm of lack because we're saying we're not enough. I can't get my needs met. And if this person or this group can't meet my needs, then I'm powerless. And so I just want to say this group is not meant to do anything other than give you a place to explore what you're thinking and feeling with other people who may be thinking and feeling similarly. But in terms of your needs, you are the only one who can meet your needs. And I want you to know that my only wish for you is to have your needs met. However you do that, whether it's if this group is not meeting those needs, I implore you to please leave, because otherwise it's just draining the life force of you and the group. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's totally fine. Not everyone resonates with each other. Not everyone resonates with everything. And there's almost 5,000 people on here. So that's a lot of different kinds of energy. So the idea is get your needs met. However they need to be met, but get your needs met directly, meaning you can be honest about what you need. If you just need validation, if you need attention, which we do, we all need attention. That's how we thrive. You have to nurture anything. For a plant to grow, for anything to grow, you have to give it attention. So you're saying, we are saying we need attention to this part of our lives, this place of who we are. And that is okay. So give yourself that attention. Turn your attention on your internal self, on your heart, on the child within you, on the places within you that have been broken and wounded in the old paradigm of war, and give yourself what you need. And remember that everyone around you has also been traumatized in war, and we have very specific trigger points, and we're gonna trigger each other. And if we then shame each other and say you're wrong and bad and now I'm a victim again, we are going into the old paradigm. We are not empowered. And that is not a resonance that this new paradigm can support. The resonance here is abundance. The resonance here is restoration. The resonance here is forgiveness. The resonance here is shadow integration. It's being willing to look at your shadow honestly and accept it. It's okay. It's okay. There's going to be parts of, if you look to me, anyone in this group in any way, I don't feel like hardly anyone does this, but if there is anyone in there who's looking to me as if I'm something different than you, or I have something you don't have, or I in any way can meet a need that you can't meet, it's just not true. I am a reflection of you. And if you're looking at me like I'm the worst example of what an empath is, I'm still a reflection of you. So utilize me for what I am, which is a reflection, and look at yourself and empower yourself and give yourself what you need. Meet your needs, because that's the only way we can bring healing. And you're the only one that has intimate access to what you need. I don't, and no one else does. You are the only one that has access. So assess what you need, speak it, and then say yes to receiving it. And the universe will give it to you in the best way that it's meant to. But if we try to control it, or we try to force others to be responsible for our feelings, or feel bad for us enough to love us, if we believe that's the only way we're ever going to be loved is by being a victim, we'll never be free. So it's really important to allow ourselves that have been victimized to experience what it feels like to have their needs met, to feel empowered, to feel loved, to have attention, to have validation, to have something witness their life and say, it's okay, I see you, you matter. I know you've been through a lot. I know there's things you're ashamed of. I know it's hard to be human. I know, I get it. I'm here, like I am you. You can do this. We can do this. We can reprogram our matrix. We don't have to stay in lack. And so I just want to remind that for you, that this is a reflection of you. And the only way you're ever going to be free is by fully integrating your power, your darkness and your light, and for the win-win-win. If you don't have the win-win-win, you will constantly be hurting yourself and others. Constantly. You will never be free. The win-win-win is win for you, win for others, win for the planet. Win for your heart, win for your body, win for your mind. No one gets screwed over or enslaved in this paradigm. No one. And no one is a victim to anyone else. So allow yourself to feel the energy of abundance if that's what you want. And authentically, if it's not, if you prefer the other paradigm, if you like it, that's totally fine. Find who else resonates with that and live out whatever you need to live out in that paradigm. Maybe there's some like vampiric energy that you haven't integrated yet. So find someone who can integrate it with you and do it. Eventually you will transcend it, but you may not be ready to yet, and that's okay. But if you're ready to, then that's the resonance we're setting here. And that's the only energy that I'm interested in. It's the only conversation I'm interested in. It's the only resonance I'm interested in experiencing Tantra with. So I just want you guys to know that you can get your needs met, whatever they are. And if it's not here, that's okay. I want you to give yourself what you need. It's in my best benefit for us all. It's in your best benefit for us all to give ourselves what we need, because we are each other. So if we meet our needs, we meet the needs of the grid. We meet the needs of our sensitivities, and the grid feels lighter. The grid feels more loving. The grid feels more gentle and understanding and sensitive to our unique sensitivities, which are very unique amongst each other even. That's why we can trigger each other so much. It's part of it, and it's okay. Remember, there's a death that's happening here, and there's a rebirth. So allow yourself to be reborn into power, into your mastery of yourself. It's not about mastering anyone else. It's about mastering yourself. All right, I love you guys.